Alright, welcome back everybody. We got another Rocket League episode here. So something pretty cool just happened to me. Some of you guys may not think it's cool. I definitely think it's cool. So my neighbor moved out, like, I don't know, within the last 2 weeks or so, right? It doesn't matter why, doesn't matter how, okay? Moved out. Some situation just wasn't good at the end of it, like, after they had moved out. And I caught them with their U-Haul today. I left work early, stuff like that, because my brother-in-law's in town, and I'm going to go hang out with him. I'm going to pick him up here, actually, pretty soon. So this might be a pretty short episode, to say the least. But anyway, I saw them moving back in. I said, hey, you're moving out. And they were like, no, we're actually moving back. The situation wasn't what we thought it was. Stuff like that. So I was like, well, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. If you guys need help moving or whatever, just let me know and I can, you know, lend my hands, no problem. And they were like, yeah, actually, if you could, we could really use the help right now. That would be awesome. Their mom was there, bad knees, bad back, stuff like that. Now, for those of you that know me personally, my back's not the best, but I'm fine, right? I can manage. And it was cool to be able to help out, to catch them in that moment, just kind of out of nowhere, right? Like, very impromptu. Like, they didn't ask me, I didn't know that they were moving back, stuff like that. They were moving back, and I caught them at that moment and was able to ask, you know. And I'm the type of person that, you know, I try to lend my hand anytime I can, right? Because why not? If I'm able and, you know, stuff like that, why not help out your fellow neighbor, or, you know, just a citizen on the street, right? You know, car's dead on the side of the road. You see somebody with a flat tire and maybe they aren't the best at changing it. You don't know their situation. You don't know what stress they're going through. And not that you need to be some type of, like, psychologist or whatever it is. You don't need any of that. It doesn't matter. You know, don't see somebody on the side of the road if you are, like, if you have no time to help, like, if you are in a rush to do something, sure, I get it, I understand. But I feel personally that if you have any amount of time extra to provide somebody some assistance, why not? It doesn't need to be financial, you know, in fact, preferably not financial. But you don't know what people's struggles are, what they're going through. I mean, anybody could be going through anything, and they just fake a smile every day. I mean, look at the people like Robin Williams, right? I don't want to bring him into it, but I'm going to. You know, the dude had tons of money, very, very well known by his fans, his family, his friends, and you just think, this guy has it all together, man. This guy is worth $1 million. You know, he is something to brag about. But he wasn't happy. For whatever reason, whatever was going on, he just couldn't get happy to the level that he needed to be. And it's just like, and that's not to say people weren't helping him, but what if people weren't, or whatever, you know? It's one of those situations where you don't know somebody's struggles. So before judging anybody or laughing or whatever, just ask the question, can I help? Is there anything I can do? Because even if you pull over on the side of the road for somebody, hey, is there anything I can do? No, we got it. Well, you know what? You at least tried. That means a ton to them, for sure. It means a lot, and that goes a long way. You know, it's kind of like the intent. And it's good intent, and people need that, and it's just really cool that I was able to do that today. I really am glad that I was, and that's not to try to get your guys' praise, like, oh, great job, that's awesome of you, super cool. That's not what I'm looking for here. You know, I got enough of that while I was moving. They were very well, you know, vocal about, thank you for helping. This really helped out a lot. You have no idea, you know. And that goes a long way as it is. They offered beer and pizza. I don't drink, so turned the pizza or the beer down. And then my brother-in-law's coming to town, so I'm not going to eat and do all that. I didn't do it to get paid, or, you know, I didn't do it for any reason other than this person needs help. They moved out for a reason. They're moving back in 2 weeks. Something happened. Let me see if I can help. And I personally think that if you guys are able, you guys should be doing the same. It's your guys' life. Don't let me tell you you have to. But just kind of keep that in mind. You know, like if you aren't the normal person because maybe you're embarrassed to be like, oh man, I don't want to ask. That's embarrassing. It's probably more embarrassing for them that they're on the side of the road or their car broke down in the middle of the road. You know, they're in a turn lane holding up the lane. And the only thing we say is, man, this sucks. This traffic is just terrible. Why? What is happening? This is stupid. What really? Somebody's having an issue, and I do it 100%. This traffic is dumb. But then I get to where I'm going and I see what happened and somebody's pulled over. Well, it could have been for something stupid, but what if that person was endangering somebody or whatever, right? They're endangering somebody or many people because they're driving very poorly or whatever. It's a good thing that cop pulled him over. If that causes traffic, you know what? We can just deal with it. We need to deal with it. And that's the thing is, we're all so much in a hurry these days. It's that instant gratification. I know where I'm going. I need to get there right now. Just stop and enjoy the moment that you're in, because you're warm in your car while somebody else is freezing in the snow, or you're dry in your car and somebody else is pouring down rain on them because they don't have a car or whatever. Just be grateful for what you got. Lend a hand when you can to anybody, and just kind of keep that in mind. Instead of judging somebody for that, help them. Again, it doesn't need to be financial. That's not what I'm saying. If you want to do financial help, donate to a local fundraiser or something like that for sure. That goes a very long way. You don't need to give somebody cash in hand. That's not what I'm saying here. But just be kind of cognizant of your emotion and your feeling and the way that you actually portray yourself in front of other people. Stuff like that. That's all. I went on a very far tangent, and I apologize. It's not to be a rant or, again, I don't want praise. This isn't going to be a, please shower me with compliments. You're such an amazing... I'm not. I'm a human being. I'm not amazing. I'm literally just a guy that plays Rocket League on YouTube with very little viewers, and I'm so happy to do it because it's just a blast. I'm just trying to live every moment that I can to the fullest, which in this case I'm playing Rocket League, which isn't the fullest, but I mean, it's just fun. I try to have a good time. I try to enjoy every moment that I can, including helping somebody else move. Like I take pride in the fact that I can help somebody, and I do. It's a good feeling for me, but it's a better feeling knowing that I was able to help somebody else in need when they absolutely needed it. You could tell in their emotion, the way that they were constantly, saying, this is incredible. Thank you so much. This is, helping me out so much. This is going so much faster than when it was just myself and my mom, stuff like that. It's such a good feeling. That's all I can say. I don't know how else to explain it. Hopefully you guys have done that so you understand the feeling. If you don't know the feeling, go figure that feeling out. Go experience that feeling because it's a good feeling. That was one of my favorite things about riding my motorcycle, actually, is I'd be riding and I'd see somebody, stranded on the road. My bike takes up no space. I could park it somewhere real quickly, hop off it real quickly, and go help push or whatever. Stuff like that. And it was just such a good feeling that I could do that. Which also tells me I need to get a motorcycle again. Anyway, back to Rocket League. Get off that high horse or whatever it was I was just on. Just like I was saying, just be appreciative of what you have and thankful for what you have. And that's not to be all religious or whatever. It's not what I'm trying to get at. Again, it's not trying to be I'm better than you, look at me. It's not what it is. Anyway, so last episode, I was doing the placement matches, the 1v1 placement matches. Jaybird messaged me he didn't actually want to record. He was actually doing a live stream on his end. So I just hopped into his live stream. And you'll see here, I did get ranked in 2s because we actually grinded out 10 games. And a little bit more than 10, actually. About 18, it looks like. Yeah, 8 of 10 plus the 10 placement matches. So yeah, 18. We grinded pretty good. I was able to get Diamond 2 Div 3, so I'm right there at that Diamond 3 level like I was last season. That's good. I haven't done any more any more 1v1s. This I was going to be saving for this, I guess, just highest rank possible 1v1 series. It's a poor name. I'll think of a better name, but that's kind of what I'm going for. Like I said, this video is going to be a very short one. As you saw, I was just kind of dabbling in the training and stuff like that. I just wanted to say that. That's kind of the point of this video, was just help when you can. And it doesn't have to be huge. Literally, it could be something as small as, quick, does somebody have a pen and paper? Yeah, I've got a pen and paper right here. Here you go. That helps, because what if that person's about to go in like a super important meeting and they don't have time to go get this because it's about to start and they need to take quick notes? Maybe that's their promotion, right? Like, maybe that meeting is what leads them to a promotion. And had you not helped them out with, you know, a pen and paper, they may not have gotten a promotion or whatever, right? And I know that that's very huge. That's such a very high overview. But I mean, what if? Anything can happen, right? That's a very fathomable situation, to be completely honest with you. In corporate America, that could actually be a thing. And, you know, you're the reason that they were able to, well, you're not the reason. You helped them get it because you were able to get them that. You're not the reason. Obviously, they're getting a raise because they kill it at their job and stuff like that. Just a glass of water, you know, you're up, you're getting water, somebody needs water, you can tell, just get them some water. It's just it's those little teeny kind gestures that just go so far sometimes. And somebody may not say like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, that just saved the day. But that person is going to be a lot more thankful than you're going to imagine, because they may only say thank you, but they may also in their mind be like, dude, that was super stellar of you. That was real killer of you to do that. Thank you very much. And again, they may not vocalize that at all, and it doesn't need to be. And that's what it is. It's just, you guys need to remember that too. I don't know if you guys are the people that need to have that, you know, verbal thanks or praise. It doesn't need to be that way at all. I mean, really it doesn't. It's just the little things. And the little things are a lot easier to get than the big ones. So take it when you can, do it when you can. Oh shoot, I forgot to get that boost. I don't know. That's about the gist of it. You guys understand what I'm saying. If you don't, leave a comment. I would be happy to have a full-blown discussion. I can even give you like my Discord for you guys to jump into, and we can like literally just talk about it even. I'm so okay with that. I personally love these conversations because, I mean, I guess being from where I came from, I guess what, humble beginnings maybe, probably not the right way to say it or whatever it is, coming from having very little to being able to do what I'm doing on the day-to-day and hang out with who I'm able to hang out with and like surround myself with the group of people that I do, which are just some of the best human beings in the world to me. I mean, there's obviously good people out there, but the people that I hang out with, they are the best of the best in my mind. Just top-notch people. And those people are the ones that I actually play with on here. So if you see them on here, it's because I truly cherish their friendship and their person, right? Like, what they bring to my life, not just what they give to me or whatever, right? Like, they don't have to give me anything other than just solid friendship. That's all I care about. Be honest with me, you know, be truthful, be the best friend that a guy could ask for. I'll be the one right back to you. You know, you got my back, I got yours. Just stuff like that. I mean, You see how often I play with City Slicks. That guy's one of the best dudes I actually know. Truthfully, I wish there was some more of my buddies that like played video games to the level that I play, because I'll tell you what, my group of friends, they are literally that person, the one that I'm describing, that goes out of their way to make sure that, you know, somebody else is taken care of before themselves. You know, just kind of those little selfless acts, and they do it because they feel like, you know, not that they have to, they're not obligated to do it. It's not an obligation to do that. It's, they understand, you know, these things suck. These things suck so bad. I've been there. You know, I've got a buddy right now who, I can't tell you how many cars I've had that he's had to fix because he's the mechanic of our friends group. I know nothing about cars in that sense, right? Like, I can't fix my car. Dude, can you come help me out? And at the drop of a hat, the dude is there. You know, I got stuff to do. I'm going on a date tonight. Oh, no worries then. You know, don't worry about it, dude. We'll get to it later. He's like, nah, don't worry. Oh, I got you. And he's there. It's just like, man, hold on to those. Find those friendships. Hold on to those friendships, because it's rare. And it's just so killer once you find those. And boy, girl, doesn't matter. I'm not saying you have to marry the person or whatever. But those people are just stellar people. I mean, just absolutely one in a million, incredible people. Keep them as tight as you can, because you never know when you're gonna lose them or when you're gonna find somebody else like it. If you do, stuff like that, it's just a rare thing for sure. Oh, I got it. I'm just trying to go through these trainings while I talk so that way we're not sitting here bored. Sorry. Oh no, I missed. Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of it. So that's the end of my rant. I got nothing else to go off before I really just keep repeating myself like I have been. I'm just passionate about it. That's all it is. I'm very passionate about that. I live my life that way as much as I possibly can. That's not to say that I don't lose it. I mean, let's be honest. We're not perfect. I mean, there's no way that I could live my life being that perfect all the time. Not that that's a perfect thing. I'm just saying it's exhausting, and it's nice to be able to let loose. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's so relaxing sometimes knowing that like you have a friend moving and you're like, man, I honestly wish that I could help you out, but I'm busy that weekend. And you're being truthful, right? Like, I actually have something to do that weekend. I literally can't help you, or I would. And that's kind of nice. Like, it's kind of nice to have that excuse sometimes, because it does happen. And it's not because you're just a jerk. You're not trying to get out of it. You're not trying to be the guy that doesn't help your friends out. But I mean, sometimes it's kind of nice when you have that out, because you are busy with something else. And it may be just as important, just a totally different thing. So, I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. And they may not be the best thoughts on it. You guys may think they're poor thoughts or annoying or why live your life that way or whatever. And I get it. We can't all be under the same understanding, because this world would be like the episode of Fairly Odd Parents where Timmy wishes everybody was just the same. And everybody's walking around as a gray blob with no color in their life, no differences than anybody. What a boring world we would live in. It's good to have character. I mean, keeps you on your toes, keeps people interested, keeps things interesting. I mean, let's face it, if we didn't have comedians in the world, this world would be boring. If we didn't have serious people in this world, everything would be a joke. Everything. And you don't want that. Everything is not a joke. There are some serious things out there. So, think about all that. For sure. I'm going to try to do this, and we're going to call it, because I got my wife blowing me up on the side. She's got things to talk about. Her day, probably, in particular. First try. Look at that. Numchia, if you're watching this, remember the other day we couldn't do that one for a minute? Did it first try, brother. That was sick. The Fennec has some special powers, I think. Yes, this Fennec has some special powers. That took me like 20 tries the other night. Oh, I didn't get enough boost for this. There's no way I'm doing this first try. Nope. I told you. I actually probably could have. I'm going to say it was the fact that I didn't have enough boost at first, not the Fennec. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, man. Oh! Alright, let's try one more time. And then we'll wrap this video up, because I think I don't want to ruin this. Well, I mean, the video's already pretty shot. I've repeated myself like 7 times, just trying to drive it home. Hopefully you guys understand what I'm saying about everything. And again, if you guys have questions about it, or your thought process is different and you want me to understand, you know, kind of why you don't do it that way, right? Maybe I'm living it wrong. Maybe I'm doing the wrong thing. So that's what I mean, is just correct me. You know, tell me if I'm wrong. I'd be more than happy to have a discussion. It doesn't need to be a serious, like, debate, like the change my minds or whatever that you see on the internet. It's not about that, alright? You're not going to change my mind because I have my mind made up. I think what I do is great. I love doing that. There we go. Dang. But just tell me your guys' thoughts. Like, do you agree? Have you done it? Do you understand the feeling? Do you disagree? Do you hate that feeling? Do you not want to be that type of person? And you don't have to be, right? If you don't do that stuff, it doesn't make you a bad person. You're not terrible. I would never ever judge anybody for not doing it, you know. But yeah, just let me know. Let me know your guys' thoughts on it. Other than that, if you guys are enjoying the content or talks like this even, I'd be more than happy to have more talks like this. If I can think of more, let's be honest, I could think of more. I could talk for hours about nothing. I mean, I can just make some stuff up, really. But, you know, let me know if there's talks you guys want to have, or if you guys like these types of videos, I'll continue these. If not, I'll never do it again. Like, if you guys don't want this type of video, this will be the one and done, right? Call it good. Other than that, leave a like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment if you guys have anything to add or take away from this. Other than that, I mean, this is, I guess, living that life. Just always stay kind and always stay positive. We'll see you guys in the next one.